Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you to staff who have put countless hours into organizing today's event. I am Principal Tom Bruning. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and school board, I welcome you to the Centennial High School Class of 2020 graduation commencement and the 60th graduation commencement in the history of Centennial High School. It is my privilege to acknowledge students from the Class of 2020 who have indicated to us they will be involved in our military after graduation. Graduates are Jacob Black, United States Air Force; Trina Devaney, United States Army Reserve; Luke Elms, Minnesota Army National Guard; Sarah Landerville, United States Air Force; Emily Meldy, Army National Guard; Dane Michelson, United States Marine Corps; Lauren Milliburn, United States Marine Corps; Cody Peterson, United States Army; Tori Rojas, United States Marine Corps; Anna Sauter, Minnesota Air National Guard; Philippe Shelton, Minnesota Army National Guard; Emmett Wally, Minnesota Army National Guard; Annalise Westman, Minnesota Army National Guard. Please give them a round of applause. Congratulations, Class of 2020. You've made it. You've made it under adverse circumstances. Who would have thought when we left for spring break what was ahead of all of us? From the words of Stephen Covey, just as we develop our physical muscles through overcoming opposition, such as lifting weights, we develop character muscles by overcoming challenges and adversity. Class of 2020, you have seen adversity and you have developed your character muscles, which has brought you courage and fortitude. We have enjoyed watching the successes from this graduating class, which has been demonstrated by the multiple National Merit Scholarship Awards and the almost $73,000 in scholarships awarded to individuals to academic institutions throughout the United States. The numerous academic, athletic, music, and activity awards and accolades, and the countless hours of service devoted to our school and the Centennial community. Graduation is a bittersweet time. Graduation is an ending of your high school years. However, it is a new beginning for all of you. As you transition into these next chapters to universities, tech schools, the military, and other careers, please address these new times with the same enthusiasm and grit you have demonstrated at Centennial High School. We all take great pride in having been a part of your growth and many achievements. We look forward to following all the great accomplishments that the Centennial Class of 2020 will achieve in the upcoming years. On behalf of the faculty and staff, We wish the class of 2020 future prosperity and thank you for the memories. We are honored to have our school board members and superintendent with us today, and it is with great pleasure that I have the opportunity to introduce them. Chairperson, Susie Guthmuller. Clerk, Kathy Tim. Treasurer, Chris Bettinger. Director, Christina Wilson. Director, Ray Culp. Director, Tom Nisley. Finally, it is my privilege to introduce our next speaker, Superintendent of Schools, Brian Dietz.
Graduates of the class of 2020, what an honor it is to celebrate you. Obviously, this is not how you expected the year to end, but your resilience in these unprecedented times inspire us. These essential lessons you've learned clearly define what is important to you, your friends, your family, and your time. The pandemic limited your normal socialization practices, whether that was person to person, groups, or large gatherings. But it also opened the door to appreciate your friends at a whole new level. Simple things like seeing your friend's face on Zoom or FaceTime, or hearing their voice on a phone call, remind you of the joys of friendship. Just knowing there are friends there to provide comfort in any situation is important. My hope is that this taught you that no matter where you go, a face, image, or voice will always bring you back home and remind you of what's most important in this world. Another positive has been the time you spent with your family. Usually, the end of your senior year is a blur of events and activities that run you ragged. Usually before you leave to college, the military, or work, you feel like you didn't get the time you needed with your family. But these last few months gave you precious reminders of time together through enjoying family meals together, laughing, playing games, or just connecting with one another. In the eyes of you and we, as parents, it's been the silver lining in this horrible situation. Relish these moments because when things get back to normal, you'll never have opportunities like this again. Finally, I hope you've recognized the value of time during COVID-19. Through these long months, we have witnessed the viciousness of this virus and how it rips away the people we care about. My hope for you is that you've realized how sometimes slowing down and taking time to see the beauty in our world gives you greater clarity about what matters most and how you want to live your life in the future. Time is a gift we are given with tomorrow not promised to any of us. Take these precious moments to prioritize the things that give you purpose, builds you up, and makes you the amazing person you are and will be. There are no do-overs in life, so make every second count. You were born during 9/11, and now it is bookended with the COVID-19 pandemic. It might seem unfair, but I know these moments will be your catalyst to a brighter and better tomorrow. Your future will not be defined by what you've lost, rather by how you rise up and respond to it. We love you, you inspire us, and we look forward to seeing your story unfold in the future. Congratulations, class of 2020.
The seniors who are speaking today had to apply for this honor and were chosen by a committee of staff members. The criteria used to select these students were assessment of experience entrance essay, uniqueness of entrance essay, speaking experience, student style and presence, involvement and influence in school. I am honored to present our graduation student speakers. August Johnson, Alyssa Vu, Brooke Willenbring.
It's good to see you all here today. I want to talk about what it means to persevere. Perseverance is the idea of continuing to push through the hard times. No one embodies the concept of perseverance like my mother. My mom is one of the strongest people I know. She works 2 jobs and her main job is at an assisted living. Now she has to deal with longer working hours, sanitizing literally everything, and in general, just dealing with a lot of stuff. And when she isn't working, she's at home, cooking or cleaning or caring for me and my sister. Like seriously, our family could not function without her. And she's really taught me this mentality of perseverance. Always pushing on and never stopping, of doing everything I can. And she taught me I can do anything I put my mind to. But why is it important to persevere? Why not just quit? Perseverance creates the change we need. It's what enables us to make the world a better place. Nothing ever got accomplished by just quitting. And if we all persevere, we can create the change that betters the world. We can find the solutions as long as we fight on. To persevere means always getting back up, no matter how many times you've been knocked down. And to always keep your head up. The class of 2020 embodies this mentality. We have a mentality of not only being strong, but continuing to be strong, regardless of what life throws at us. Though recent events have highlighted this, we have always shown this throughout high school. We pushed through those late nights of studying and turbulent times in social circles, and these recent events are just another obstacle that we will get through. But most important, when we all persevere, it means that we don't have to be alone. Because if we all persevere, if we take pride and carry on, then when we get knocked down, we can always lend a hand to help each other back up. When we are feeling down, we lend a shoulder to cry on. And when we are done pushing on, when we're through the tough times and no longer have to persevere, we become friends and family for one another to smile and laugh with. I'm very grateful to be a part of the Centennial community and so very proud to be a part of this class of 2020. And I'm so excited to see what we will become. Persevere.
Centennial, thank you for this incredible honor. Not only is giving a graduation speech by far my greatest accomplishment, but also the one I've pinched myself the most over. However, the process of writing this speech was stressful. I worried about everything. Things like, how do I effectively get my message across? How do I write a thesis again? Should I joke about that time I confused the Ripkins? Maybe I should play video games for 2 more hours. I just couldn't figure out the next step. That's when I realized not only me, but my fellow graduates, educators, and families of the class of 2020 are also pondering, what is the next step? As we carry the torch and face current issues, we need courage and unity now more than ever, and that starts with hope. Hope is like a building block. It's the first step to achievement. When I was younger, however, I felt hopeless, worried about my abilities, and struggling to be honest. So when I transferred to Centennial my freshman year, I felt even more displaced. Some days, I still feel confused about myself, but I've learned it's okay if things take time, as long as you're going somewhere. This is where hope shined in my life. Combined with the efforts of my loving parents and my desire to move forwards, I began to believe in myself. Like spontaneously joining the tennis team or becoming an officer for junior class committee, I strive to be my best, even if I was inexperienced. That hope gave me purpose, a drive to work hard for what I believe in. Hope requires courage, and courage is accepting, adapting, and expanding with the unknown. Something new I tried this year was CIS physics, and what set it apart from my other classes was the emphasis on group work. Every day I'd blank on Newton's numerous laws, or the conservation of whatchamacallit, while my group members aced their assignments. Seeing everyone progress when I was struggling to contribute was discouraging, so I mustered up the courage and went to my teacher, Mrs. Norberg, for help. She taught me 2 important things about physics. 1, there are several ways you can solve a problem, and 2, trust in yourself. So instead of solving problems step by step with my group, we work separately, then learn from each other's methods. Everyone thinks differently. Accepting and embracing that takes courage, even when you might be wrong. That courage allowed me to realize that life is a puzzle. We can pick ourselves up by adapting to new solutions and perspectives. And when we dare to take that step, we gain unity. And unity will always prevail. Initially, the pandemic troubled me because my relationships couldn't be nurtured in a normal setting, and everything we worked for felt unfairly taken from us. Everyone seemed divided. However, hearing about our student council hosting a food drive for people in need, seeing my neighbors talking to each other on opposite ends of the street, even my mom and I communicating our work and school schedules, people from all walks of life making innovative efforts to connect, made me realize that unity is still thriving in a multitude of ways. It is so important that we embrace our differences rather than let them divide us right now. If we can use our individual skills to reach out to others, we will grow together and stronger. These uncertain times call for hope that we gain through courage that will create unity. These past 13 years have been a tribute to our tenacity, and I'm confident that whether you want to start a business, connect with people from all across the world, or brave your own anxiety of public speaking, we are prepared to make it a reality. Life is a journey. No matter how arduous, we will prevail with hope, courage, and unity. This is our next step.
From the moment we entered high school, I thought it was going to be the perfect year. Perfect vision, perfect year, we'd say. However, it was quickly overtaken by the more popular line, the one that didn't happen. For the most part, it was true. Our class was stripped of a lot of the traditions we looked forward to as a freshman, including our senior athletic seasons. I was devastated as me and other classmates watched our final seasons come to an end before they ever started. It's almost like we were all caught witness to the death of a loved one that everyone had formed a common connection with. We never got to hear the final whistle, the final gunshot or buzzer, before the termination of our final seasons came, and far too soon. But why were we so sad? I thought about that question a lot, and I told myself it's because we will never play again. Then I realized we were so upset in the moment that we let that feeling overtake our passion for the game and assume the end. It was the same paralysis that made us forget about all the amazing games and events that did happen. And this isn't just about sports. As seniors, we sacrificed a lot of things this year that will truly be missed, but that doesn't give any of us the rights to say the words never play again. Because the word play goes far beyond the partaking of a sport. It's about enjoying life. It's about finding something you love so much that you can no longer label it with the word work. Such a passion has become impulse, and we are forcing the unconscious by telling ourselves that. This feeling is fundamental, and we cannot continue to force its silence as we can create the foundation for our careers. Together we must remember that walking across the stage does not mark the end, and we will continue to carry with that same passion with us for all that it is worth. And after all the compromises I have seen our class pull off, from drive-by birthdays to our ceremony to today, I have every reason to believe that we will not walk away from 13 years of hard work and integrity in pursuit of this day for it to be washed away. Because, in a way, we have an advantage over the previous generations. We not only have a new strength of resilience, but the ability to not take a single moment for granted. And with that, I know each and every one of us will do brilliant things as we embark on the next chapter of our lives. Because we are the class that never lost our love for the game, that never extinguished our burning curiosity for the unknown. Let this year not be buried by our devastation, but a reflection of our ability to see the light in the darkest of times as we supported each other through a national crisis. And after all that was taken from us, came back and burned brighter than ever before, because we are the future, and we decide how this ends. We are the class of 2020, and we will play again. Thank you.
At this time, I have the honor of introducing our teacher speaker, who I hold in high regard, our very own Miss Lisa Johnson, who teaches and is the department chair in our social studies department. Lisa graduated from the University of Minnesota Duluth and started teaching at Centennial High School in 1996. Without further ado, Miss Lisa Johnson.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. I am so very proud of each and every one of you. I am also so bummed that your senior year ended the way it did, but I'm going to choose to focus on some positive things. First, you will forever get to tell your story of how you survived a stay-at-home order when you were quite possibly the most anxious to get out of the house. Next, this experience is going to make you appreciate things that many of us take for granted. You will appreciate family gatherings, even if Uncle Joe asks you a million questions or your grandma asks you to put your phone away. You will appreciate hanging out with your friends, even if you guys don't do anything. You'll appreciate classrooms, where students share their diverse ideas and opinions, and the looks you give your friend across the room when they do. You will appreciate being jammed into the back seat of your friend or family's car on your way to Valley Fair or to a campground. And most of all, you'll appreciate toilet paper. On a personal note, your class holds a very special place in my heart. When I had many of you as juniors, I would brag to my friends and colleagues in the lunchroom and the hallways about how I had the greatest classes. Seriously, we all hit the jackpot with you guys. You are bright, kind, and some of you are sarcastic, a quality that I believe is underrated. Many of you still stop by my classroom or said hello to me in the hallways, and that always brought me such joy. Some of you ate lunch in my room during LEAP, and others stopped by to put Scotch tape on the bottom of my mouse or to kidnap my beloved Teddy Roosevelt cutout. Just know, I know who you are. We will miss you, and we would love nothing more than to see you again at some point in the not too distant future. Go into this crazy world with a new appreciation of life and make the most of it. I'm so proud that I had the honor to be your teacher, and I'm excited to see what the next chapter in your life brings you. I think it's only fitting that I end this speech quoting my favorite president, Theodore Roosevelt. Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. I have never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I have envied a great many who led difficult lives and led them well. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Before the senior class leaves, it is tradition for the leadership to be passed to the next class, the class of 2021. This tradition will be continued with senior class representative Tevis Linzer and junior class representative Emily Esslinger.
We, the senior class of 2020, are proud of our achievements. We are thankful for the opportunities and the support we have received from our families, our school, and our community. We challenge this year's junior class, the class of 2021, to uphold and continue the values which set Centennial High School apart from the rest.
On behalf of the class of 2021, we accept the challenge not only to maintain the high level of excellence at CHS, but to do as the class of 2020 did and raise the level of expectation even higher, and instill an increased Cougar pride for all of our students. We also want to thank all of the seniors for their leadership, talents, and support. Good luck to all of you as you start your life after CHS.
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, members of the school board, and Superintendent Brian Dietz, as principal of Centennial High School, I hereby certify that these graduates seated before you have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the state of Minnesota and Independent School District 12 and are ready to receive their diplomas. Faculty member, Mr. Eric Webster, has the honor of reading graduate names.
Eric Ablater, Ethan Anderson, Sonny Amente, John Angle, Olivia Anderson, Mackenzie Austin, Caitlin Anderson, Ziham Abdi Mohammed, Cody Boyer, Surah Daniel Baru, Sean Benjamin Belcher, Megan Nicole Bell, Joseph Brulowski, Riley Mark Budge, Daisy Mae Brown, Celine Aaron Baranowski, Haley Denise Bentrup, Hunter James Berger, Kylie Jade Binder Lochnikar, Demetrius Latham Bernardi Nelson, Joseph David Boyd, Elizabeth Rose Brunig, Isaiah Leon Bettinger, Zachary James Bilby, Aiden Farrell Browson, Danielle Lee Belfiore, Maximilian John Bauer. William Anthony Bauer. Caitlin Elizabeth Bolcom. Matthew Carl Bohm. Andrew Thomas Bliley. Taylor Ann Bangert. Chloe Ann Neatfeld. Gabrielle Elizabeth Buttweiler. Carter Michael Bebo. Melanie Baltazar Montenegro. Olivia Jean Blossom. Alexander Craig Shazolka. Spencer Douglas Biskey. Annika Grace Boyning. Jacob Tyler Black. Matthew James Kaufman. Kiana Jolyn Coleman Woods. Simon Thomas Berger. Anna Marie Clark. Robin Grace Clark. Joseph Lawrence Cassidy. Allie Marie Case. Megan Adelaide Cunningham. Parker Riley Classman. Justine Genevieve Case. Luke Henning Carlson. Olivia Page Chapetta. Carter Thomas Anderson. Andrew Cha. Michael Dwayne Cessna. Connor Walter Conan. Nathan Vincent Claris. Maya Patricia Carter. Marcella Katie Clark. Kalea Christine Ost. Mackenzie Alice Callahan. Jake Clinton Crooks. Jared Brian Carlson. Lauren Nicole Swanson Couillard. Trinity Blue Cordemanch. Aaron Ray Chen. Casey Ryan Coppersmith. Mao Ni Chow. Ethan Alexander Dietz. Joshua Awayan Davis. Christine Elizabeth Eckert. Trina Lee Devaney. Ethan Robert Dahl. Lauren Winona Durant. Victoria Lavon Donner. Clara Jean Fiskewald. Isabel Zoe Espino. Thomas Alon Carls. Zoe K. Eicher. Reagan Marie Flashberger. Nicholas Glenn Farley. Kiana Marie Ford. Nathaniel Antonio Fredericks. Luke Edward Elms. Owen James Erickson. Abigail Rebecca Enderline. Jack Robert Clausen. Emily Lynn Funkhauser. Kathleen Zarina Deloy. Blake Yoshio Dewberry. Samantha Rose Ensign. Yasmina Mila Didovich. Seth Evan Berlin. Romulo James Facente. Leiloni Aligio Macareno. Emmett Patrick Fruth. Jalen Marie Fetland. Samuel Anthony Emmer. Zachary Allen Gressman. Mason James Ferguson. Samuel Russell Fisher. Ryan Walker Gramsey. Kennedy Olivia Grant. Elizabeth Ann Gorton. Yasmin Giselle Garcia. Jacob John Gust. Megan Elizabeth Geyer. Cassidy Rose Gutowski. Jack Andrew Erdl. Pamela Rose Gray. Kaylee Susan Gross. Anna Joy Guess. Kirsten Sandra Gross. Delaney Marie Glennon. Claire Elise Goodrow. Megan Jane Grant. Abigail Elizabeth Gerst. Danielle Deborah Jurdy. Jennifer Grace Green. McKenna Grace Gollner. Sydney Rose Griefenhagen. Marcus Robert Gooder. Aiden Mitchell Gentry. Anna Marie Gilgosh. Matthew Brian Hatia. Abigail Hope Herbricksmeyer. Jack Joseph Gray. Hannah Grace Hostrausser Miley. Nathan Donald Hudson. Gabrielle Marie Harthorn. Bryn Elizabeth Hayden. Kimberly Marie Harland. Austin Michael Huseman. Kaylee Jean Holleen. Hannah Louise Hoylo. Bailey Joe Howie. Kevin George Hansen. Eric John Hanley. Kaiza Nahid Hawk. Haley Ann Elizabeth Herzig. Cole Wesley Hook. Carly Marie Huntington. Isaac Tu Cha Her. Noah Abraha Hiley. William Charles Halber. Mark Patrick Hansen. Alex Christopher Hoagland. Ryland Peter Hughley. Grant Willington Hopkins. Thomas James Harmon. Richard Wesley Hemrick III. Caitlin Joy Hazel. Elena Marie Hoffman. Erin Elizabeth Howley. Adam Errett Horst. Margaret Lynn Henninger. Nate Michael Eriksrud. Gage Andrew Holman. Nicholas Caleb Geschwill. Casey John Holmes. Alex James Hosna. Sophia Rose Spear. Bailey John Ratkin. Owen Bradley Ratkin. Kenzie Keller O'Keefe. Jenna Kathleen Warren. Josella Rose Sinstelen. Alex Madison Folstrom. Mitchell Roger Baltus. Devin Ryan Janikowski. Jake Matthew Janetta. Alicia Elizabeth Kanan. Cole William Jackson. Emma Elizabeth Kramer. Samantha Nicole Kraby. Vaughn Brian Coker. David Alexander Jansen. Jasmine Juarez. Cassidy Ann Clayman. Greta Elizabeth Jorleen. Ashley Jean Johnson. Caitlin Hannah Jones. Ellie Elizabeth Saby. Autumn Mary Johnson. August Lewis Johnson. Carson Clayroy Johnson. River Hubert Conkler. Grace Alexandra Johnson. Claire Anna Corpy. Elsa Ingrid Johnson. Grace Angeline Corpy. Brady Stephen Johnson. Kevin Lee Kahn. Simon Michael Kiegelman. Eric James Knutson. Rihanna Mackenzie Knutson. Samuel Raymond Johnson. Jasmine Luckett. Adam Daniel Johnson. Stephen Christopher Kinney. Noah Benjamin Johnson. Dane Joseph Michelson. Joel Jeffrey Hatch. Rebecca Rose Kearns. Jamie Sehi Lee. Hannah Diane Liho. Evan Thomas Lutz. Ellie Rose Lang. Noah Anthony Larson. Samuel Michael Lobinski. Shania Unique Johnson. Alexandra Rose Lesh. Claire Christine Littlefield. Anna Christine Lindberg. Tevis John Linzer. Sarah Cynthia Landerville. Brianna Nicole Pezzo. Leah Mae Jones. Jackson Carter Lavore. Francisco Longoria. Grant Kirby Lawless. Olivia Audrey Lovick. Morgan Christine Laterno. Brianna Marie Lackner. Jojo Lateral. Jackson Robert Lund. Olivia Marie Treadle. Emma Lee Leeser. Jack Turner Loban. Carter Ashton Loss. Aliana Pachi Lee. Joshua James Moten. Shelby Lynn Moten. Yash Munahar Mutnal. William Shelby McMahon. Halida Nina Mua. William Jeffrey McCardle. Claire Louise McCardle. Alexis Christina Moline. Chloe J.L. Mick. Maxwell James Marshall. Emily Joan Meldy. Mackenzie Lenore McDonald. Molly Marie Mosier. Brent Anthony Lucas Marciano. Christopher J. Meng. Aaron Rogan Munzer. Madison Rose Michelson. Mallory Christine Munson. Madison Renee Munson. Elliot Vance McVeigh. Samuel Lee Munson. Kylan Elizabeth McClellan. Chi Nu Mua. Andrew Nia Mua. Charlie Kachapau Mua. Amanda Ann Moore. Alexandra Mildred Minnow. Riley Douglas Miller. Lauren Nianchera Maguaro. Grace Isabella Mosing. Raina Rose Murphy. Colin James Mock. Zachary Thomas Mulberry. Connor Michael Maroney. Joseph George Naeem. Tiffany T.T. Wynn. Kea Rose Neubauer. Amelia Josephine Nelson. Jacob Mark Nelson. Paige Lynn Norberg. Adriana Jolene Nero. Scott J. Parker Nelson. Tri Min Win. Megan May Northey. Jillian Eleanor Newdall. Allison Rose Pluff. Parker Kenneth Larson. Allison Kathleen Peck. Isaac Joseph Nowaski. Luke Albert Perner. Dustin Michael Peltier. Abigail Lynn Perez O'Neill. Olivia Grace Olson. Caitlin Rose Rance. Elizabeth Lee Pearson. Faith Ikiror Okech. Grace Christine Parsons. Azar Yahia Osman. Elise Ann Odmark. Mitchell John Politiski. Justin Lauren Peterson. Timothy Patrick O'Neill Jr. Connor James Payne. Jake Donald Pearson. Joshua Matthew O'Hara. Molly Ann Persicelli. Ella Lee Padris. Alice Tribe Porto da Silva. Allison Nicole Pitlick. Emma Lee Partington. Trayvon Anthony Penroe.
That's how you do it, Spencer.
Amelia Pomedy. Bethany Ann Pezzo. McKenna Catherine Palmer. Jenna Rose Pop. Mick Anthony Rotella. Tyler J. Robinson. Andrew William Ratz. Chloe Grace Oren. Christina Grace Reese. Bailey Marie Quirm. Marcus John Olson. Alexander Paul Roman. Nathaniel Hugh Roush. Jerica Lucille Rowe. Daniel Bradley Ross. Caitlin Rose Ramaker. Colin Riley Roberts. Alexander Charles Routhie. Zachary Buron Osmak. Allison Lindsay Rubin. Tori Rose Rojas. Lainey Christine Rame. Brandon Michael Rika. Cristiano Rusu. Natalie Rose Rogers. Logan Thomas Richie Sadowski. Maximilian Riker Percy. Matthew Ryan Shiroman. Andre Ryan Sobosinski. Nolan Anton Summerfield. Michael John Schneider. Ethan William Cedarberg. Jared Daniel Snell. Philippe Alexander Shelton. Jack Dietrich Simso. Mallory Catherine Sean. Kira Marie Swanson. Ben John Sand. Lucas Matthew Siskar.
There we go.
Evan Richard Struve. Margaret Anne Marie Stoltzman. Pavel Isaac Salter. Elizabeth Grace Sasma. Anton Paul Schreier. Kaylee Jean Spahala. Mary Margaret Steele. Garrett Matthew Strading. Michaela Marie Schweitz. Lauren Mary Stacy. Nicholas Charles Stenvig. Elizabeth Marie Ward. Piper Kenyon Stone. Brendan John Schuffenhauer. Cecilia Joy Sandvik. Nicholas Marvin Smith. Julia Alexandra Short. Brett Xavier Sonderman. Jack Lichtag Schneider. Noah Lee Swanson. Benjamin Robert Struck. Grant Isaac Sterling. Anna Marjorie Sauter. Dana Marie Thorpe. Abigail Annette Stace. Damon Henry Schweitzer. Haley Marie Torgerson. Ryan William Stewart. Jared Allen Schultz. Sierra Jean Sommerfeld. Jack Bishop Sullivan. Brett Douglas Townley. Alyssa Kalia Vu. Sophia Serpico Summers. Antonio Ray Thomas. Avery Ann Thompson. Michael Warren Thole. Nicholas Pearson Valento. Olivia Joe Thompson. Joseph Blanding Ventrelli. DeMarco Marcel Taylor Lloyd. Zachary John Vanyo. Golzer Vu. Matthew Yom Tran. Nicole Nikki Verkey. Ella Nikki Verkey. Mia Elizabeth Truska. Hun Tran. Sophia Arlene Taylor. Jasmine Ka Tao. Jonathan Scott Wenger. Emmett Michael Wally. Annalise Elizabeth Westman. Lauren Jane Willenbring. Jackson Cole Waldvogel. Kaylee Marie Thielen. Cameron Michael Walters. Jack Thomas Wilski. William Charles Wojak. Mia Jade Wida. Tyler Scott Walker. Darren Russell Weiser. Sarah Chiserum Timothy. Ashton Cole Winkler. Meadow Elizabeth Wilson. Madeline Ann Westerham. Abigail Lynn Willenbring. Brooke Marie Willenbring. Erin Rose Weiss. Cameron Michael Wolf. Cassandra Mary Sherman. Luke Carl Whitner. Nick Marie Naraki. Mason Edward Wiersgala. Jaden James Wolf. Braxton William Zierden. Kylie Rose Yang. Jenna Nadine Young. Jacob Curtis Zuniga. Benjamin Thomas Zanstra. Jasmine Yang. Blake Wyatt Zerpel. Jacob Ryan Whalen. Atomic Yangwei. Connor Marshall Zulk. Tam Jr. Lee. Tyler Thon Lee. Christian Isaac Cedarblum. Dylan Parker Nobles. Alec Umeng Thor. Michaela Marie Schmidt. Brooklyn Jean Hanneman. Alicia Marie Plow. Raleigh Joseph Sherman. Abdallah Ahmed. Alyssa Lynn OJ. Tatiana Michaela Avila. Nicholas Victor Babashov. Isaiah Lee Bailey. Eric Rowan Blossom. Samson Lewis Bowie. Samuel Bowie. Arya Madison Burgess. Andres Carrillo. Owen John Eric. Magdalena Feynman. Madison Forencamp. Grace Sophia Gerlach. Grant Robert Gilmore. Marisol Gonzalez. James Marie Gullickson. Natalie Alpha Marie Hagstrom. Gabriella Ruby Harding. Chloe Marie Heffron. Bradley Leroy Hoffheim. Jacob Otto Hool. Melanie Tatum Ibarra. Veronica Kazaliva. Kalia Lee Kennedy. Hazel Carolyn Knutson. Ileana Giselle Lopez. Mackenzie May. Asia Mafazioli. Lauren Nicole Millerburn. Chloe Noel Nelms Sutherland. Miski Awil Osman. Cody John Peterson. Elick Paul Pichon. Damari Kayshawn Porter. Sophia Vidya Rishon. Aiden Robla. Aiden Muhammad Saeed. Elena Santucci. Tiffany Schlegel. Natalie Donna Satim. Maya Ann Singer. Louis James Passon Stidham. Abdelrahman Kareem Taha. Kong Feng Tao. Glenn Wilson. Austin John Fleshing. Eston John Woollett.
It is now my pleasure to present to you the Centennial Class of 2020.
Please give them an applause.